G'day guys, here's Monday's layout for you. This one came together really quickly, to be totally honest. These papers need no extra tears and frizz. This is the Pinkfresh Studio's Happy Heart collection, and I'm using Small Joys number 137122 piece of paper. That's just all the technical jargon out of the way. I absolutely love, I didn't buy the whole, if you're new to my channel, hi. And second of all, I just want to let you know that I don't buy all of a collection because I hate having 6 or 7 layouts in a row done all with the same collection. I like to change it up all the time. So, but I've got to tell you, I think I might buy just a little bit more of this collection because it is gorgeous. Like, I mean gorgeous. So what I'm doing here is I'm using milled lavender, which is a distress ink, and I've just wet it and just to turn it into a kind of water ink setup. And look at me go, splatters. I am doing the splatters before I put down anything else. So basically I can hide some of the splatters. I know, I'm terrible. Sometimes I really like my splatters and sometimes, yeah, I'm a control freak. I like things to be very controlled. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, yet again, I've used my Cricut and I've cut out my title on the Cricut and I'm just going over it with the milled lavender distress ink. Now I go over it once and then I do come back over it another 1, maybe 2 times just to sort of darken it up a little bit without adding too much water to the page because I haven't put any gesso on here or anything like that. All it is what one did I use? American Craft textured white cardstock. That's all it is. So I've left it on the Cricut mat so it's nice and still for me. I have left the cardstock around it. It just makes it easier. Honestly, why work harder when you can do it simply? So now I sit that one off to the side so it dries, and my splatters have now dried. So this piece of textured cardstock that I've got there, I actually used the other pieces in a video that will be coming out on the 4th of June. So I decided that I was going to use this piece because it was too pretty. I finally have worked out how to do really successful, what do you call it? Your folders, your embossing folders. Jeez. Okay, I'll be honest, we've had a bit of a family emergency today, so my brain's not really with it, but everything hopefully will be fine. Now, okay, so what I'm doing here is, now that piece of clear vellum looking stuff, it has gone through and it has been textured as well. So it's actually tracing paper and I put it through in the embossing folder. I did spray it so it was moist when it went through, and what I actually did is I put 2 pieces of tracing paper together and it embossed beautifully. So there's a technique, give it a go. I know vellum sometimes tears when you put it through the embossing, like in an embossing folder through your die cut machine, but this worked a treat. I did give it a very light spritz, but yeah, it worked beautifully. Now, what I did here is that sort of half moon shape, that was actually cut out of one of the other pieces of paper. I saw it and I bought it solely to fussy cut. I know, I'm a little weird, right? But I wanted to create a halo of sorts. Now, I'm going to fiddle here for a little bit and sort of go, how do I want these words? Are they going to fit? I'm just having a play. That could have worked, but not really. If I had to move the 1 over, it would have, but I do figure it out. Okay, stop fiddling. So my brain is just in fiddle mode because by this stage I'd already had a couple of phone calls and I was in a bit of a tiz, but I just wanted to get this finished because I knew it was so simple and so straightforward. This whole layout came together in 45 minutes, and that was including recording it. So I have sped it up 4 times because it's so simple. Honestly, it's so simple and so easy. So, and like always, I don't cut out all the bits and pieces. I simply press record and go right through, and you can see the whole lot. I've sped it up 4 times. If you want to slow it down, go for it. And now all I'm doing, as it rains yet again, now I'm just going around with all these fussy cut flowers. I sat down and just had the best time fussy cutting all these beautiful flowers. They all come together and they all fitted in there, and even the half ones, I was able to blend them all together and it created a beautiful big floral halo is kind of what I want to keep saying. But what is the photo of? Maybe you guys are curious as to what on earth my child is doing. Well, I had an absolute mum fail. This is going way back. So this child at this point this is Jen, and I think she was maybe 2 at this point. And we went into the shops, and I was with some friends, and we were going into Target, and out the front of the store there was a sale and whatever. Anyway, there was a giant metal bin full of pillows, just tontine pillows, just top to bottom. And I thought that'd be really cute. So I chucked Jen into it. I didn't chuck her. I sort of lifted her into it. Well, as soon as she hit it, she just went straight to the bottom. It was hilarious. She was laughing so hard and she was saying, again, again, again. So I then placed her very carefully and precariously on top of a pillow, took a couple of photos and said, right, now get out of there. It was so funny. She was then, and she still is now, always up for a challenge. She's my little gymnast who is actually off to gymnastics in the next hour. And so that's what the photo is of. Hence, I've called it One Crazy Girl. So the light, because today, the light's not the best today, unfortunately. I have really bright LED lights in my craft room because my eyesight is nowhere near as good as it used to be. And for some reason with this milled lavender, it just seems to really wash it out. So the photos do it justice. So check out the photos to really see how it all looks properly. I don't really know what I'm doing wrong there. I think it's probably just the colours. If I zoom in more, it doesn't do it, but you want to be able to see the whole 12 by 12. So that's just not really an option. So I put a bit too much glue on there. There we go. So with this particular layout, I pulled out my liquid pearls. Now, I've never ever used these before, believe it or not. Never really something I've wanted to invest much money into. But these things are so good. They're really, really good. Okay, so I raised up Girl on some foam just so it sat sort of above Crazy, if that makes sense. And now I just wanted to dot these all over the place, not with any particular rhyme nor reason. I just wanted to just put dots in the background of beautiful little bits of pearl, all girly, all crazy. and I think it does justice for this paper. I just love this paper collection. It is absolutely stunning. I love it. Could I say I love it one more time? Do you think? I wear my heart on my sleeve sometimes. I absolutely love paper. I love paper craft. Scrapbooking is my jam. And I am loving doing all of this. So the next page that I'm going to do is going to be nothing to do with this paper collection, because I've done 2 now in a row. And this is, I've just grabbed my uniquely creative glimmer. I want to call it a glimmer pen, a glitter pen. It's called a sparkle brush. That's what it's called. And here's the close-up for you guys. Obviously it hasn't dried yet, but here's the close-up. So if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe before you leave. Leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I reply to comments ASAP. And look at those beautiful little pearl droplets. They look so pretty. So I will be back with you tomorrow with another video. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Bye.